evening and welcome to the Barely News Network, your source for news with a heaping shovelful of satire. I'll be your host, Teddy the Bear, and this is my co-host, a bear named Teddy. In tonight's news, an energy expert has sounded the alarm this past week about President Biden's sale of some of our strategic oil reserves to China, namely to the company that does business with his son Hunter. From a conflict of interest standpoint alone, this move outwardly appears as if it deserves significant investigation. When asked for their opinion on the matter, bears most commonly responded with frustration over the corruption in the system and stated that this may be a misguided attempt to distract the investigative capacity of our nation from Hunter's poor choice of words when discussing the weight of his crack collection with prostitutes. In other news, in a poll of more than 100 blue-collar workers, it is revealed that the biggest concerns revolve around inflation and crime. Blue-collar workers who don't have their heads up their rears appear to have not given a single excrement about the January 6th show trials, LGBT rights, or abortion. When asked outright about the issues of January 6th, LGBT rights, and abortions, Bears had the following to add to the comments of the blue-collar workers. They said Soviet-style show trials are dumb. The order of the alphabet was decided a long time ago and does not need to be changed. And for the abortion, it should be limited to post-birth methods used on politicians who don't believe that the people can speak up for themselves in their own states and decide the matters on that level. This week, a letter was printed in the LA Times expressing that My Body, My Choice does not apply to infectious disease. The person who wrote the letter seemed confused as they felt that an abortion did not affect anyone but the woman who chooses to get it. Bears are asking, what about the body of the unborn child she is choosing to kill, or the emotional damage it may cause a father-to-be? Bears are also confused about the statements related to beer flu. If the writer is concerned about beer flu, they should get vaccinated, social distance, and wear a mask. So Bears would like to know, if we don't want lime in our bottle, why should we be forced to have one? In a somewhat related topic, evidence shows that the lockdowns Dr. Fauci likes to pretend we didn't have had a negative impact on mental health in our society. This has been particularly true amongst the younger members of society, but the government is proposing a clever solution to the problem that they created. The solution is banning guns and giving out more free money to create hyperinflation. Bears have deduced from government action that the government feels people unable to defend themselves from crime and who are focused on how they might afford food for the next week will forget about the lockdowns and therefore be cured of the mental instability they caused. I couldn't agree more. Our final story tonight. Microaggressions are the norm for black people, and if you know what they are the norm for everyone. The HuffPost UK ran an article this week that sheds some light on what microaggressions are and how they affect us all. The examples given for microaggressions were instances of mispronounced names, assuming that people are unaware of local culture, or growing up disadvantaged. Bears proposed a simple solution to this problem by calling everyone "Hey you" instead of risking mispronunciation. We could also let people figure out things on their own, such as company cultures and rules, policies, and otherwise. Bears also took the time to interview people for various groups. One Polish man stated that people mispronounce his name about 90% of the time, and went so far as to say that in many email spell check programs it is automatically corrected to lesbian. A clear microaggression. He deals with it by not giving an excrement and moving on with his life. How about that? Another person complained that her HOA was a pain in the keister. Probably also a microaggression. I agree. For our series tonight on Bears Asking the Big Questions in Life, tonight we ask, hot pizza or cold pizza? The answer, all pizza. Bears don't discriminate. Anyways, like, subscribe, share, grr, and good night.